Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my channel. In this clip we want to talk about such a famous programming design pattern which is called observer pattern. In the observer pattern we can create something like notification system for all objects or players or characters in our scene, which is they can listen to all actions we want to be notified with them. Okay, let's see an example of observer pattern. You can imagine in this scene we have position 000 in here, and we want to say once this sphere will be nearby the 000 of the position, these cubes needs to jump. This one, box 1, a low jump, medium jump, and high jump. Okay, let's see together. For example, this sphere is going to be here, and that's it. Perfect. Look at this. It's sent an order to all cubes into the scene, which is, okay, notify. The sphere is near to 000, the center of scene, and okay, do that action we have defined for you. Okay, let's see what we have in the observer pattern in this scene. We have an empty object which called game controller, and this game controller has a game controller script, which is you can see the four variables for import the objects: sphere object, box 1, box 2, and box 3. Okay, let's see what is inside of this script. We have namespace observer pattern. In here we have all variables which I've explained in the inspector, and in here we have something which called subject. Subject is a class in the different class in here, and will send notifications to something has happened to whoever is interested. Okay, let's see what is the content of subject. In the subject class we have list of observers, which is you can imagine all box in the scene are observers. Okay, and we can import them to the scene, import them to the list, as you can see in the here public void add observer observers.add observer, this local um, variable in here, and in a remove observer is not important. In here we have another function which called notify. In the list of notify, this list of observers, if the observers is not empty, okay, call this each observers and say unnotify, which is exactly that thing in here which says something's happened. Okay, unnotify. And whoever is interested, it is list of observers. Okay, let's see what is the next part of the in-gaming controller. In the void start, we'll say box. This variable box 1 is a child of this class, as you can see, the box event. Look at this. In the box events, we have several actions for we have defined for the each box. For example, in the box events in here, we have public abstract class box events and the get jump force. For example, for little jump 30 for the jump force, for medium jump 60, and jump high 90. Okay, and in here look at this box 1, new box, box 1 object, that's object cube box 1 in the unity scene, and okay, create this guy for me. new jump leader. But for box 2, jump medium, and for box 3, jump high. And in here we have add the boxes to the list of objects waiting for something to happen. This is that thing I explained in the subject. Add observer. Okay, so each box, box 1, box 2, and box 3 will be added to the list of observers in the subject. Okay, in the void update, we will check the position of the sphere object to if it is less than 0 0.5 to the 000 or origo. Okay, subject dot notify. Something happened. Something has happened. Okay, dear subject, notify and send notifications to all observers. Let's come back to the subject. Okay, notify. Dear subject, notify all observers. Unnotify. Something's happened. We can call this function something's happened. Okay? In the observer, we have this guy. Public abstract class observer, public abstract void unnotify. This is accessible by observers unnotify in here. Okay? In here we have game object box object which is local and we want to send rigid body add force to each one, and box events in this guy for we need to have access to the jump force for each boxes. And in here we have public box and game object box object and box events. And in here we have defined for this game controller box 1, box 2, and box 3. This is the object and this is the function. And finally, when we notify which is something has happened into the scene, we'll call each observers or each boxes. We have something's happened to say unnotify, and in unnotify we will call this function jump box event dot get jump forces. It means as you can see in the void jump, we need to have a float variable which is the jump velocity, and we'll get this velocity number from box event. Is here box event dot get jump force, and in here if box object dot transform dot position dot y less than 0.55, okay, get component rigid body add force and vector up and jump forces. Okay, that's it. It is the simple object for observer pattern. So you can call any functions you want and instead of this jump, you can say, okay, unnotify, create something new, or instantiate an object, or change the texture, or call another functions, and maybe change the variable or destroy. For example, in unnotify, we can have a void change scale. Okay, and this guy, and maybe yeah, it's fine. Okay, transform dot local. Oh, maybe I should call this guy box object dot transform dot local scale with the new vector 3 1.5 1.5 and 1.5. Perfect. And now call this function once we notify. Okay, let's come back to the scene. Perfect. And let's see what will happen. Once we move the sphere, that's it. It worked. Box 1, box 2, and box 3 scale are equal 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. It is exactly we have defined for once we unnotify something or something's happened. Okay, I hope this tutorial will be helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't hesitate to ask any question related to Unity, AR, VR, and XR. And like this video if you like it. Have a great time. Bye bye.